Here we are going to take a look at the differences between Canva versus Thumbnail Blaster. Two unique programs that will help you with developing really cool and authentic and eye-catching thumbnails for your YouTube videos. So again, if you're a video content creator like myself that runs multiple different YouTube channels, you do need access to a variety of tools, and especially tools that are very simple and effective to get started, especially with trying to create very eye-catching thumbnails, because again, you know yourself, when you're going through YouTube, there's a lot of competition and it's growing by the day. So you need to be able to utilize various features at your disposal in order to be able to compete with various other types of channels and so forth online, so that your videos can get the click. So one of the best and most well-known platforms out there online to get started with, like if you don't have access or you don't have any experience in graphic design or like with Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator, if you have no background experience at all, probably the best platform currently online that has access to everything that you need would be Canva. And Canva doesn't give you just access to creating really cool thumbnails for YouTube. You can create YouTube banners, whiteboard videos, infographics. You can create even ebooks on Canva as well. You have different types of designs, anything from social media posts. You can create resumes, you can create like comic book templates, you can create designs for t-shirts. You can literally do everything. You can build a full business with everything that you have here in Canva itself, and then sell your products on other websites. But in this video, we're just going to focus solely on the thumbnail aspect of it, because again, it's one of the most used elements of the platform itself. So when you do gain access to it, again, you can sign up for free. I'll leave a link down in the description so that you can get started with the platform if you haven't done so already. But you can opt into different paid tiers that again will unlock additional features. But if you're just starting out, the free version is more than enough to help you get the ball rolling. But eventually, I do genuinely believe that it is a tool that is going to be really useful to you building a business. So I do genuinely think that it is a good idea to upgrade to at least the pro plan, especially as your business starts to evolve and you start to scale things up and you start making money, because the features that you'll unlock through the paid versions will greatly enhance your ability to create content much faster. Because you can also create videos on Canva as well. You can also create the likes of shorts that you can use on the likes of TikTok, Instagram, even YouTube shorts. You pretty much have everything here that you need. So even when you look at the likes of the thumbnails, when you come into the thumbnail editor, it will give you the aspect ratio that you can set up. Again, you can tweak it as you need it. You can add in additional pages. You can even create like an actual template setup, like what I have here that I would use for some of my other channels that I do create. I do create like stuff around video games and so forth, but they're just more kind of like more passionate kind of projects that I would work on. But in this case, just to give you an example, so I can click into one of them, and here, as you can see, you can create multiple different pages of different thumbnail designs. You can pretty much have one template but just duplicate it multiple times, but just change out certain parameters and change out different types of images, and this is actual all one template. So what you can do is every time you're updating a video or making a new thumbnail for a video, I literally just have to come in here, just change out the images that I need. I can upload an image that I find of a game, drag and drop it into the interface, and make sure that I highlight the specific template that I actually want to use. And what I can do then is I can save it then and export it. So you literally come up to the share button, click on download, and then you can save it out either as PNG, JPEG, even as PDF. You can even save it as a video if you want, or an animated GIF image. You can set the transparency. You can also compress the file for, again, smaller file size, but it will state that the quality of it will be a wee bit lower. Now these will only be unlocked with literally with the paid tiers. If you are using the free version, you won't be able to have this feature. You can also be able to edit the images, so you can have a background remover tool, which is really good to get rid of any kind of unnecessary items that you want in your photographs. So it'll remove all of the elements of trying to spend hours trying to remove bits and pieces with using likes of Photoshop. So if you want to fast track your productivity, then the tools you'll have in here will automate a lot of those processes for you. So you can literally just, like I said, download everything, select the file size or the file type that you want, and you can either download all of the files all in one go and it will download it as a zip file for you, or you can literally just come in, uncheck all of the boxes, and then literally just select the one that you want, click done, and then click on download. It will download the file for you ready to go, so that you can upload it then to your YouTube video. So you have access to a load of different templates. You can even create your own, like I have done in this case. You have loads of different types of templates that you can use, like in this case with this channel with making money online and affiliate marketing. You have different preferences that you can use, so you can come in, you can adjust the text, features, you can add in other different types of elements, graphical, infographics. There's loads of different elements, as you can see on the elements tab. You can add in pretty much anything that you can think of, or you can upload your own elements that you have and just add them in and just make your own unique thumbnails. So Canva pretty much is the go-to place essentially for the likes of creating thumbnails. It has everything that you need, but in saying that, while it does have everything you need, there are certain features that it is missing that would be beneficial to you, and it would be perfect hopefully that they do add it in the future, because at the minute Canva is adding in loads of cool updates and features. Now mind you, at an additional cost or a different pricing tier, but at least they're available, so it would be pretty cool to have a look at some of the updated features, as I mentioned now in a second. So the one tool or element I think that is missing from Canva that would greatly help content creators, when we look at the likes of additional add-ons to the likes of your YouTube channel, we look at the likes of vidIQ and even TubeBuddy. Now they're phenomenal tools in getting you to help get your content ranked, but they have additional features and tools inside of their platforms once you install them, and depending on the pricing tier that you sign up to, they will give you additional perks and different features that will also help you to move forward with creating better content. I'll leave a link to TubeBuddy also in the description if you want to check it out. But one of the best tools that they have inside of TubeBuddy is a split test feature, where you can create a variety of different types of thumbnails, and you can create tests to change out your thumbnail at different intervals, so that way then it can determine which thumbnail is getting the most clicks to your videos. So whichever thumbnail does get the most clicks, that'll be eventually the winning one. So you can set the thumbnail up in terms of preferences of time frames that you can set up over a various time period, and the winner will be at the end will be the thumbnail that gets the most clicks. So again, that will change to that thumbnail. But if you can't access, or if you can't afford the likes of the paid features inside of TubeBuddy, again, because it is a costly feature, you either pay per month or you can pay annually, and it can be pretty costly, especially if you're a beginner. Another good alternative, especially with this, would be Thumbnail Blaster, and it also has very similar elements seen in Canva that you can create your own thumbnails. So you can come into the thumbnail creator, and it does give you access to a multitude of different types of templates that you can use to get started. Now they do have a higher tier one, such as the club one. Now that will be an additional cost, but you don't really need that as such. Or you can create your own template, so you can add in and update, and also add in your own elements and your own images. So you can open up the editor in the window itself. Now the control systems of how you manipulate various elements will slightly differ compared to that of Canva, but essentially the tools are the same. Now it is more basic in terms of what it offers, and in saying that, Thumbnail Blaster does not have the plethora of features that Canva has. Canva has a ridiculous amount of features, almost too many in most respects, whereas Thumbnail Blaster only focuses on YouTube thumbnails. Now for me personally, I like to jump between the two. I have thumbnail templates set up that I use for certain types of content that I wouldn't use in Canva, and vice versa. But one of the best features, you can save your thumbnails or your thumbnail templates by just going to save and continue, and that will save the thumbnail. You just rename it and save it, and it works for what it does, and it's quick and simple to save. As soon as you press the save as JPEG button, it instantly downloads that actual file. So it's just a case of renaming it and uploading it into your video. It's very simple to use. It's not overly difficult. While it doesn't have the plethora of features that the likes of Canva would have, it does have some notable elements that will give you a leg up and will be a good alternative to the likes of using the tool seen in the likes of TubeBuddy. And the reason behind that is because with Thumbnail Blaster, when you decide to purchase it, again, I'll leave a link in the description. Now you can check it out and see if there's a discount or some sort of sale going on. It can be quite expensive for the initial fee, but you only have to pay it once, but you'll have access to the platform for life, and the tools and resources are very relevant to what you need to do. So all you need to literally do is you will need to add in an account. So you'll need to add in a YouTube account, and it will open up a window, so you'll have to sign into the Gmail account that's linked to your actual YouTube account, and from there then you can create your thumbnails. But what you can also do is you have an image analyzer that will check for any specific elements. It will check to see if there's any elements that could be negative or both positive in terms of how your thumbnail is going to look on screen. But what you really want to look at is the split test feature, and again, TubeBuddy does have this feature, but if you can't afford TubeBuddy, this will be a good alternative. So as you can see here, you can set up a new split test. Again, you want to select the account that you have. You want to select the account that you're going to set the split test up for. So in this case, you just pick one and you pick a video. It will give you the actual thumbnail itself, and then you just change it out. You click and then you can upload a different thumbnail that you might have created. This is one here I created only recently for another piece of content that I was working on, and you can set the preferences. You can see here, you can set the start date and set the actual amount of time, and it'll tell you how far into the progress that it is. So in this case, it's a bit halfway through. And at the end, it will tell you and change out the thumbnail at different intervals. It changes it out every couple of hours. And as you can see here, it gives you an idea of the amount of clicks each thumbnail gets. So at the minute, this thumbnail here is currently the winning one. So it will keep testing it until the trial period ends, and then it will pick the winning thumbnail that you'll use then on your video moving forward. But you can also come back at different stages and set up other thumbnails and other split tests that you can use, and this also will help you to get more views on your videos as well. Now, this type of feature isn't available in Canva, but it is available in TubeBuddy. But at the same time, it all really depends on your own pricing points. Again, Thumbnail Blaster will cost you money up front in order to buy it, but when you do gain access to it, you will have access to these additional tools alongside of the thumbnail creator. While it doesn't have the abundance of templates that Canva would have, it definitely makes up for it by having this unique tool here that you would have to pay a monthly subscription for with the likes of Canva, with the likes of TubeBuddy in order to use. And again, this works just the same. You will have to come in from time to time to make sure that all of the details are updated with regards to your YouTube channels, but again, you can do that from your YouTube accounts page. But regardless, they're both very good platforms. They both do exactly as they're going to say. It really just depends on your own preference. Now, for me personally, I work with them both. I like using Thumbnail Blaster for this tool alone, but I like the simplicity of how you can use the various tools and features inside. Again, you can do thumbnails very, very quickly. And again, like with Canva, if you do have templates set up, literally it's come in a couple of seconds, work 30 to 60 seconds, work, you can have a thumbnail done, ready to go. But if you want to spend more time in it, you can do that as well. But between the two, if you wanted to create more in-depth thumbnails, Canva is definitely a better option for what is on offer, because there's just a ridiculous amount of features, images, graphics, infographics, text, features, everything pretty much that you can think of. Plus you can upload your own fonts if you have any. You can do the same with Thumbnail Blaster. So regardless of which one, it really just depends on your own preference. Again, Canva's free to start off with. You can sign up for a free account, again, which there'll be a link for in the description, and you can just get going with that, and that'll be more than enough to get you started. But if you want more advanced elements, and especially if you want to have access to tools and features that would be seen similar to the likes of TubeBuddy, then you can also have a look at Thumbnail Blaster, and it might be a good investment as a good alternative if you can't afford the likes of TubeBuddy to, again, create split tests for your thumbnails and so forth. So it really just depends on what you're trying to do with your content, but I'll leave that up to you. It is what you make of it at the end of the day. So whichever ones you prefer, again, there'll be links in the description. You can check them out and see what you make of them yourself. And if you would like to see more content around other types of platforms like this, where I do comparisons of other types of tools and features that you can use to help you create content for your online business, then you can leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell to be updated with future videos. And again, if you would like to see more content around other types of videos similar to this, then you can check out the playlist on screen to other videos I've also created on the channel as well, that will teach you other ways and show you other types of tools and features that you can use to create content for your business online. And I will see you all in the next one.